Hey everybody, this is Puppet King, and I'm back. And I apologize for my long absence during Storytime premieres. I've just not had a lot of amazing stories to tell in the past, and I've been thinking of moving them to Wednesdays, but I may start moving them back to Tuesdays. You just decide if you want, Tuesday or Wednesday, and then we'll try to. I might put a community tab up in my poll, and then you can, vote on it later. But anyway, let's get right into the story. This happened back in 2017, I believe. Might have been 2018, but I think it was 17. But anyway, I'll go ahead and get into the story. It was just a normal Friday night, and I was enjoying, a buffet at one of my favorite local pizza places. Now, I won't say what it is because it's local, and you guys probably don't have it where you live. But I'm sure you've got local pizza places in your place too. But anyway, I did not know what was going to happen, right after dinner. I didn't even know until one of the waitresses told me. It just went like normal. I thought I was going to, go in, eat off the buffet like I usually did, pay, and then leave like any normal visit. But this one went a little bit unexpected. I still got my drink order, and like they say, when you get to the buffet, they say help yourself. So I got my order. They said help yourself. So I went in and I went to the buffet, got the usual food that I usually get off the buffet. And then after a while, after they'll see a few plates done, then they'll ask, are you finished? And then they'll say, are you ready for your check? Then I would usually tell them, yes, I am. But this was a little unusual. I mean, this time she was not asking me, if I was ready for the check. I thought it was a little unusual because it was getting later than usual that I was usually there. I mean, I usually would be gone by now, paying. But I thought, this is weird. He hasn't asked me if I want the check yet. It's like, maybe she'll come around and she'll give it to me. And then it got later in the night. I was probably there for about 2.5, 3 hours, more than usual. But I was still kind of shocked because it was getting kind of late, they were probably in their last hour of opening, and but she didn't, bring me the check, she just asked if I wanted more to drink, and I told her 2 or 3 times yes, but then, the next time I told her, no, but I am ready for the check, and then she's like, oh, it's already been paid for. I'm like, what? She said, yeah, somebody already paid for your meal. I was like, who was it? And then she's like, well, I didn't wait their table. They said the other waitress, I won't say her name, but they said, the other waitress, she was waiting their table. And I asked the other waitress, I said, did you get their name? And she said, no, she didn't. But, I don't even know if they knew who I was. I don't know who it was, but all of a sudden, I felt blessed. I felt humbled. I thought, wow, there's good people in the world. And they may even go unnoticed. This one went unnoticed because I don't know who paid for me, but, whoever it is, I like to thank them and everything, but, that it'll never go unnoticed. I mean, I didn't notice until after I left, but I said I probably should have left a tip anyway, but I made it up next time with a little bit bigger one. I guess I was so shocked, to find out that my meal had been paid for, that I didn't even think of leaving a tip. Like I said, I made it up the next week, though. But it shows that there's good people in this world. You may not even know who they are, but a good deed may happen for you. I felt that, whoever it was, I wanted to thank them because I felt blessed. But I'll never go unnoticed. And plus, I never found out who it was. But I was thankful that they did what they did. I don't even know if they knew me. But, they paid for my meal anyway. So that just shows, always be good around people, good deeds always pay off. Always pay off in the end. And who knows? You might even have a little surprise waiting for you at the end. I did. And I was really starting to wonder, why she hadn't asked, me if I was ready for my check. But now I found out, when someone already paid. And I really wish I could find out who it was so I could, hug them, tell them thank you, that they didn't have to do that. But it just shows that there are good people out there. And you never know what some people are like. But you may have someone that is just deciding to do a good deed and paying for your meal. You might end up shocked. I know I was when I found out about it. But yeah, in the end, I just told him, I asked my waitress and the other waitress, "Are you sure you didn't get their names?" They said no. So it went unnoticed. And I couldn't even thank them for who it was, because I don't even know if they knew who it was, personally. But yeah, that's the story of the time that I felt blessed. That there's still good people out there like that. Always be good for someone. You never know, it might pay off in the end. It did for me. I wasn't even expecting that, but I felt humbled and blessed. So yeah, that's the end of the story time for this week. I'm going to start trying to get back to stories. But if you like this story, feel humbled and blessed by this story, then leave a comment and hit the red description box and click all so you'll never miss another video. And I'll try to be back next week with another story. I'm going to try to get back into my weekly stories. But until then, here's your story for this week. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see y'all. Hope to see y'all in my lives, in my premieres like this one, and in my uploads. Y'all have a good week. See you, everybody.